Gentlemen,
How's it
welcome
going?
all my ghouls and fiends and freaks of the darkness.
And
And then there's
devils.
Lights. How you doing, Lights?
How's it going, man?
He is new to our stream, and he is very knowledgeable in the horror genre. So I'm very excited to have his opinion on everything.
Thank you.
Other than that, let's start off with how's your month been, since that's the last time we've been on there. Gold member, let's go.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. A lot of horror figures came in. Got the neck of Leatherface and
Ooh,
the Beetlejuice. So, can't complain.
very cool, very cool. Lights, what you got?
Nothing crazy, really. I mean, it's been a pretty okay month. Talk to me in April, though. That's when I get the Art the Clown Mezco.
Ooh,
Nice,
yeah.
very nice, very nice.
I'm ready for that.
Nick, what you got?
Same.
What's up? What's up? All right, man. You know, something's crazy. Always walking through the door. We got that sideshow Beetlejuice with that rooted hair. That thing is fire. That thing is really fun. Definitely, I might end up adding it to my collection, even though I shouldn't. Couple older horror pieces, of course, trickling through, but we got the Comic-Con, what is it, lime green alien in today.
Okay.
So I love
Nice.
that piece. That was a nice trickle in. You know, a lot of stuff coming. This week is the toy show, so.
Yes. And what else exciting happened to you this week? Specifically, like last night, I believe.
Yeah, as strange as it is, you know, we try putting up a video a day on TikTok, something small, even just a quick little hello, a picture or something. And we got the Hulk RC car where his arms are going crazy. It flips it around and stuff. So we shot it, took the least amount of effort I've ever did with a video. I'm talking about literally said, run it. She was running it. I hit play. There we go. 15 seconds, threw it up, threw it just, you know, Hulk smash in the background, kept it so simple. We're just under 2 million views in 24 hours.
Nice.
The strangest thing. So hopefully that, you know, helps catapult the store, the shows, and everything else that we do. So
Yep.
we'll
It'll be
try
very
capitalizing
Yeah,
nice.
on it.
it's always that low effort content that goes the furthest.
Yep.
I'm telling you, it's the one. It's like the photos you shoot last minute and throw it up there. It's like, this is trash. Let's throw it. What do you
I think
mean? 300 likes. What the hell is this?
I think my most liked thing on my page was like 809 likes, and it's just a quote from I have no mouth yet I must scream. Not even mine. I just posted the quote because I thought it was cool.
I'm telling you, man. Low effort
But one thing
gets you the highest shit.
Yep.
One thing I did want to say is thanks to everyone, Devil's Toys has surpassed 100 followers.
Let's go.
We hit that milestone like not long after we did the first show, like maybe 2 weeks after the first show.
Very cool.
So the page has grown a lot.
107 right now. Very
Mhm.
nice. That is a good start. That is definitely a good
Yep.
start.
It's growing faster than what I thought.
Seems like a lot of people's pages are growing
Yep.
fast. What up, Green?
Hey, welcome.
Because I started the year off and I made 2,400, and now I think I'm almost up to like 2,800 already.
Oh, please send me some of that love, because I've been staying
Yeah.
at 1,700 for like 6
I-
months.
I was setting pretty low. We're like 4,000, a little over 4,000, and now it's like I don't even know what mine's at. But the last few days, because someone asked me had the algorithm changed, I'm like, I don't know, but it's pouring in.
Damn,
There's
y'all
a lot
send me
of
some
people.
of that love.
There's a
I
lot
need
of
it.
people. It's and a lot of the ones I see, like a lot of the followers I see, are from like different countries.
Well, all the
So
ones
it's
I've
like
gotten
we're
follow a
opened
lot
up.
of us, because I've seen a lot of them follow you, Raven, a lot of them that followed me. So, and a lot of new toy pages have followed. So,
Yeah, it's good. We share. We all share the love of the community, and we all spread it out. And you follow me, go follow everybody else. Take a look at everybody that follows me. Go check out their pages. I mean, our pages are a wealth of information of other toy photographers. Don't just look at our stuff. Take a look at who's following us, and go check out their stuff too. You know, it's kind of how this whole thing works, you know. But yeah. So horror. Yay! I miss Halloween.
Me too,
I miss
every
spooky
day.
season. Oh man!
You're round.
But it seems we have a lot of early horror stuff coming out, like beginning of the year. It's amazing.
Yep.
I love it. So MegaCon had a screening of Screamboat. Didn't get
How
to
what
see
happened?
it, unfortunately, but yeah, even just seeing the final trailer of that, I'm very excited for it. Just
Same.
because it
Same.
looks like one of those goofy horror movies, and it's got, Art the Clown as a little steamboat Mickey running around killing people.
Yeah,
What more could you want? I mean, seriously.
an action figure of it.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we got Art the Clown. Can I get a Screamboat? I'm just saying. But there's been
Oh,
a
that
lot
would
of
be
talk
dope.
about a lot of movies that I'm really excited about. Not just coming out this year, but coming out next year. One of them, which the next Evil Dead installment, Evil Dead Burn. I've been seeing a lot of no trailers, just a lot of here is your teaser, your little sizzler poster announcement for it. And it's like summer of 2026.
Still a
So
wait on that
The
then.
minute you told me the other day,
yeah,
I was excited. That's
Yes.
definitely one of the things I'm most excited for now.
because I'm.
Has
Has
very
anybody
curious.
seen Smile 2 yet?
I did.
I
I
haven't
did.
seen it.
What'd you think?
What's up, Turbo Toys? Thanks for joining us.
Perfect.
It was good.
Uh-oh.
No, there's no uh-ohs. It's been a minute since I've seen it, so I'm trying to recollect it.
I was
The
surprised I
deaths?
liked it. I wasn't going into it expecting to like it. So
Yeah. I mean, I like the first one. I like the idea behind it. And then the second one definitely took that like feeling of dread up to like another level, especially towards the end of it.
when you
So it was good. It's definitely worth a watch. I don't know where they can take it next, like if there's a Smile 3, because it kind of seems
it
based
did
on the
happen in
ending.
front of a lot of people.
A lot of people, and then it's televised and filmed, and people are streaming it, and
That could be insane.
yeah.
And seeing
So,
what it was cool. I definitely liked seeing what that thing looks like.
so I don't know if
So
I
it
exactly
finally
like
showed the
seeing,
beastie.
Yeah.
yeah, but I think that's like a double-edged sword. Like it's cool to see what's causing like what this thing is, but at the same time, it takes away some of that like mysticism from it.
Right.
And
I'm
So
still
it's-
wondering that could just be something that would work for her mind, and it could be different for every mind.
and
it
that's
doesn't.
possible. Yeah,
That's where I would expect that would be the twist. But I was
better
surprised. I
than the
went
first
into it low expectations because part twos of stuff like that were decent and then just not quite there. You expect a drop, and honestly, I felt better when I didn't fall asleep. Let's put it that way. I expected to take a nap.
Yeah. I think it's better than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I saw the first one and I was like, it was all right. It was all right. But I don't know.
Watch the
I still
second
need
one.
to see
though,
them.
man.
I haven't
It's
seen
worth it.
either of them yet.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
that's
watch
why.
the second
Okay. I might check out the second one then. But
It's not even really needing to be connected.
Yeah.
no.
You could just go right to the second one, and it really wouldn't
And
matter.
besides like the first 15 minutes of it,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
but even still, like that's not even.
You're caught
it's
up
kind of
pretty
like
quick.
one and done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that one? Don't Turn Around or something like that? It was the one where the mysterious shadow beastie was chasing people after you had sex or whatever.
The the sexually the STG.
Yeah, the sexually transmitted ghost. Yeah.
Okay, I need to see this one.
Oh, it follows. It follows.
that's-
It follows.
that's-
Yes. Okay. That's what I was
It
thinking.
follows. Yeah. So that's kind of I kind of put Smile and that one in the same category, and that one again I was like, come on. What's up, KJ? There you go.
Hey.
It
Go on.
follows. Yep. So expect the second one of that one too, probably. But
Yeah.
It's been a
nobody
while.
has
Though.
imagination.
That was what,
I
know.
2015, 2016?
Yeah, it's
Something
almost
like
been a
that, yeah.
decade. So
Yeah,
I know they
time.
announced her teased friggin' Megan 2. That's what I'm excited about because the first one
Yeah,
to me was just
they've been teasing that one since like
Yes.
October last year, man.
that's one of those
Are y'all
goofy
not-
ones I just enjoyed.
Are y'all not worried though that since the first one had such, I don't know, no, I'm not gonna say pop culture relevance, but like influencer relevance, like the dances and stuff were done for like TikToks and all that.
Mhm.
Do you not think it might make it even more like cheesy and not in a good way?
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
one
know
thing I had
because
heard,
she's grown up.
yeah, and the other thing I had heard was they're going the Terminator 2 route.
What's up, dead man?
Dead
They're going to
man,
what?
the Terminator 2 route. She is being resurrected to fight something worse. Don't know how true that is, but that's the rumor that's going around. And they
Interesting.
rebuilt Megan.
From what I got with the trailer, it seemed like she grew up and she's hunting down the little girl who's also grown up, right? But she's found a way to replicate herself. She's found a way to replicate herself. So it's not just her hunting her; it's a whole gaggle of her.
Did they
When
not
did the
drop a
Megan
trailer
movie
for it? Because
come
I've
out?
just seen the teaser.
Let me take a look.
When did the
'Cause I
first
think-
I've
Megan
actually
movie come
never
out?
watched Megan, so
A year or two back, right? It's not been long because I was surprised
It
we
was
got
like
a new one.
2020.
And
Oh,
when did
wow,
that
is that
Child's Play
fun?
remake come out?
No, shit, closer than that. Maybe 2022.
Yeah, because they had Chucky comment on her. She's like on a TV for like a ad. Yep.
So it was the Child's Play remake and then Megan, right?
Okay, so
Out on Cold of Chucky, he mentions her because he's flipping through channels and sees her.
No, I mean I'm specifically talking about that remake because I'm going.
Oh, the remake?
Yeah,
Mm,
2019.
I'm honestly not
Okay.
sure.
There we go.
So Megan.
So how about we just take a look at this?
It's not a hobby. It's your
So if I remember right, this is and it's supposed to be coming out this year.
Hit it like, get it hot, make a bitch. It's fun. Hit it like, get it hot, make a bitch.
miss me.
So we already got the dancing going on.
Yep. I say that it became such a meme after the first movie. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. There was like an art training. Yeah, we're not going to go into the review, but
So I just did some digging a little bit. So Child's Play came out in 2019, the remake.
yeah,
It was a
we
little
don't
bit.
speak of that one.
We don't, but I think it has some similar themes between that remake and Megan. Both are like AI toys given to kids.
Yeah.
Is it out of the realm of, and they're both made and distributed by Universal. So is it
Yep.
out of the realm of possibility that Megan was like they had the idea for Child's Play and they're like, man, this really didn't work because we took everything that made Chucky out of this film.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they took another stab at that same idea with like a non-affiliated character to Child's Play.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I know Megan was in the works before the Child's Play was.
Real, but how long? Because Child's Play was 2019
Like
and Megan didn't come out until 22.
Yeah, it was. I have been hearing rumors about Megan like 2018, 2019, about the same time. So they couldn't really gauge how the audience took Chucky to go along with that. But I mean, it could have been, oh shit, let's make some changes to this movie real quick because this other one was horrible. Let's try to make this one better. So I think they're along the same timelines. And what's up, Tom? I think maybe it could have got delayed to 2022, just because of that fact, they saw how bad Chucky did, and then all of a sudden, oh, we got to change some shit. So they went back and did recuts on it or something. I don't know. I haven't really looked too deeply into it, but
Yeah.
I know I've seen some. I've seen something like one of those reviews and coming soon magazine article things where they were talking about it, and it was the storyline that they were kind of discussing with it was, okay, I guess. Kind of, I would say probably the closest thing, but it's the furthest reaching thing, is like a Blade Runner-esque, where the creature chases down the creator or the person that they, associate with the closest thing to what they have as family.
Yeah. Well, it's like a retake on the whole Frankenstein thing of him or the creature looking for Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So it's,
the well for AI horror is definitely just getting tapped. It ain't nowhere near dry.
No, they and I don't know. I'm not too sure how fond of that I am.
For me, it depends. I love sci-fi, so it really depends, though. You got to do it right.
Yeah. What about you, Nick? What you think?
I've actually never watched it. That's the whole reason why I'm being.
Just the whole AI as a horror.
Hey, there is so much you could do with it. Honestly, if it's done right, it could be amazing. This one I really don't know. But what was the? God, there was another little small budget thing that was similar. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was about a year or two ago. It came out. That was fun. Because it doesn't have to be big budget when it's AI. You could
Was
really.
it the one with the guy from Harold and Kumar, where the house was the AI?
Where it was literally called AI.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Was it called AI?
I don't
was just
remember
called
the name.
AI.
I remember seeing it being like, okay, this is something different.
I think that just came out
last year. Last year, a year or two. Yeah,
makes sense. It's got to you got to add it because it's a big part of everybody's life now. Everybody has a smartphone. Everybody has smart devices. Their lights are controlled by this. All this is controlled now. So the fact that all that's going to happen, you could easily use that as why your phone's not working, why your lights are going off, why your power. You could really start messing with somebody's mind. I think it would be great long term if somebody, you get another icon. Maybe not Megan. I don't know. I haven't watched it, so I don't want to go and say about it. I know a lot of people do love it. But something totally different and go that route.
Well, they had that Megan Fox one last year. What the hell was it called? Start with a C. Companion or something like that?
No, Companion just came out.
Is that one that just came out?
Yeah, and that's good. It's
Companion's
pretty interesting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not really a horror movie, but interesting.
Well, that was the whole sex bot one, right?
Yeah, but I was kind of spoiled, though. There was a stupid YouTube ad that was like, oh, this is the biggest killing robot since Megan or whatever. And I was like, I didn't know she was a robot just from like the trailer they showed.
Yeah. They took the whole AI thing and put it. Remember that movie Upgrade?
Yes.
Where the dude had the chip put in his head, and then the chip eventually,
was more controlled than him.
Sentient, and it's kind of like that, kind of like along those lines. It's like they're AI, but you don't know they're AI because they're human. I mean, like Terminators. I mean, the Terminator movies, they put that across. You don't know that they're this killing machine because they have this, biological skin on them until you start tearing them apart. I think the first this is going to date me, but the first AI-ish movie I remember seeing was Chopping Mall.
Oh, I love Chopping Mall.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
I can watch it all day, every day.
That one, definitely put a distrust in me for robots and anything automated. So, and then of course, Terminator and all those movies. So, I mean, there is that new robot that's coming out from Elon Musk or whatever.
I was gonna say there was a story I read the other day, and I can't remember the name of it, but essentially there was a place, The Hole. It might have been called The Hole, but it was a place on the internet that existed before we had the internet, and it was like I had humans had to have the technology to access it, but these things, demons, already had. It was like their realm. So it's like when you would go to this blank web page.
Realm,
Yeah, that would be a good idea for something like a movie, though. Like something where it's like online based, but it's still eldritch almost, or supernatural, without having to make it too technological.
I think I've seen a movie like that, or heard a movie where it was like a video game based on that. The video game was like drawing people in, and then when they drew you in, if you died in the video game, it was like the whole like Freddy Krueger dream realm, you know.
I think the way this worked is it almost like from what I remember reading was it emulated your life perfectly.
Yeah.
So you didn't even know you were in it until you saw like strange things, and almost like the Matrix. Yeah, I was going to say like the Matrix. Yep.
No, I mean I think I trust demons more than I trust AI. I'm just saying. I'd rather have a poltergeist than a robot trying to kill me. You know, I seem to trust those a lot more. You know, but yeah, I mean this whole genre, it's nothing new. There's been movies way back in the day talking about technology taking you over, and it was, I believe
From
it
the
was
50s to now.
Yeah, I mean, like there was I think it was a UK movie that the cable was like an other being and was taking people over and stuff like that. It was like a family dinner or something, and the cables would come from the TV and attack the people and turn them into like little cronies for whatever. Yeah.
I know there's always been things where you get hypnotized like through the television and stuff. I know that's not like a new thing, but I think there's new twists and takes people could do on it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But what was the other one? Lawnmower Man. I mean, look at that.
I was about to say Lawnmower Man earlier. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh God, what was the movie with Edward Furlong?
Hey.
The video game.
The video game. Furlong.
Edward Furlong video game. Brain Scan or something like that.
Brain Scan. Yep.
That was good.
Let's see, Lawnmower, Brain Scan. I mean,
a couple of these could be rehashed too. All of those could be nowadays. Imagine Brain Scan in this time. Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
True.
There's no reason to not let these keep going.
Yep.
Besides the whole fact that I'm hating all the goddamn remakes, stop remaking shit, please. Stop. Come up with something new.
Instead of remaking, I would rather personally say just keep it going. Like, somebody else gets that game. And nowadays, like everybody with their fancy stuff, they're throwing on VR headsets thinking it's just that, but it's really happening.
I want to see Jumanji as a horror movie. That's what I want.
Yes.
To see. I want to see the board game take out somebody.
Like a Monopoly Man horror movie.
It not be a or not be like a Ouija board. We already know. Okay, Ouija board is bad. Great.
I want Twister.
Yeah, Twister. Oh,
what about Starry?
Twister?
Candyland.
Sorry.
Mousetrap. We call that one Saw.
Oh yeah, let's not talk about Mousetrap. That was a terrible horror movie I just watched. That was also
don't ever do that. No, don't.
I wasted moments of my life on that.
I wasted the entire runtime of my life on that.
Yeah, The Collector. The Collector was a good one. That was like very Saw-esque. Both of them, the first and the second one, those are really good.
That club scene in The Collector, so much.
Oh my god.
That's another one that could still be going.
Hellraiser could play a game. They could do a Hellraiser one like that.
Didn't they? I thought they did something with Hellraiser like that. It was the one where it was a female pinhead.
That's the newest one.
No.
Or is it different one?
That was the latest one they dropped, and that wasn't so much a game. I'm saying like Hellraiser takes over a freaking server.
Didn't they do something where Hellraiser was connected to like the internet?
Bloodlines, I think, where it kind of touched on it a little bit, but it was more like invites, and then you.
That was a tough one to watch.
Yeah.
After 3, I kind of. the first two, you could tell all the Cenobites were neutral. But like by the third one, it's just like, oh yeah, they're just straight up evil.
Yeah,
That was the one thing that kind of, because I always loved that neutrality of them. Like you didn't know were they doing it for bad or good or.
And that's the thing is the Cenobites have never been evil per se.
No.
They
Well, that's why it says angels to some, demons to others.
Yeah, you know, they even in Clive Barker's books, you know, Pinhead was never strictly evil. He may have worked in the bowels of hell and for the devil and stuff like that, but it wasn't. He was actively hunting people.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
He was hunting the people that called upon him that were sinning and and oh, okay, yeah, you want to live that life? Great, you're going to fit right in down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, they were the torturers of purgatory, you know, the torturers of hell. You know, that was their job, and they enjoyed their job. I mean, hell.
I mean, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
That's the message Pinhead was sending.
Yeah. You know, so I wouldn't mind seeing Hellraiser come back. I like the last one. I like what they did with the last one. Even if everybody was throwing a fit over a female Pinhead, but Pinhead, even in the books, was never.
Yeah,
you know, he did change. He did change out a few times. Pinhead was just a figure.
Yeah,
he was never a full character. You know, there was a couple change outs of who Pinhead actually was.
Yeah,
and so that's why I didn't mind it in the movies when they changed out. You know, because obviously the actor didn't want to do it, so they kept Pinhead as Pinhead, but you could tell, oh well, this is a totally different dude.
Yeah,
you know? And then in the last one, it's a female now. Holy shit!
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I mean, if it's like you said, if it's something from the underworld or from hell, it's not. It can change whatever it wants to be. I mean,
I would like to see. I can't remember the name of it. The last book he put out. I would like to see them put that in a movie because it really goes into the whole politics of hell.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it goes because there are factions that go against Pinhead and the Cenobites. They don't like what they're doing. And the Cenobites are this faction that, you know, they're fighting against other factions of hell. And then in the book, you actually have a, you know, there was a comic book too that would have been good with it, the Harbingers or something like that. That you know, instead of trying to reinvent the whole series, dive into that.
A lot of series don't dive into the books. Yeah, a lot of series don't do that.
They say we're going to take that title and do what we want with it. Fuck it.
Yep.
You know, and it kind of ruins it. You know.
Well, they're doing what is that game with the Wendigos? Till Dawn or something? They're doing
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Yeah, the new movie has nothing to do with that. There's no there. It's more so like was it Cabin in the Woods or what was the freaking horror movie that had all the monsters out?
Cabin in the Woods.
It's pretty much that. Yeah, it's pretty much Cabin in the Woods because me and a friend were talking about it and he's like, yeah, because it's like if you die to the monster, you reset in the night and it's a new thing after you.
Yeah, and each time you die, it's a whole different set of
But I kind of like how they're doing that though because and hear me out because I've seen the trailer and you know I've played the game and stuff and it's really cool. But the whole premise of the game was you got to make the choices 100%.
Yeah.
So if someone, but how do you make a game or a movie faithful
about
to
that,
a game like that? It's impossible unless they have some weird technology where they film a gajillion different takes.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of impossible. So instead of a studio making a half-assed baked attempt at recreating the game fully, but without any of like the choices and stuff that made the game unique, I like their take because it's not just like you die and it's reset. It's like a different genre every night. So like you got your found footage films, you got your monster, you got your slashers. You've got
and from what I've seen, you remember everything that happened the night before. So they kind of put that element in the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, me and a buddy were talking about, like I said, I don't think it looks bad. It was just one of those things where it's like you said, how do you make that a movie? Because it's the whole thing of, because my buddy said when they made it, he's like, you know, they had the mindset of, well, if I was in a horror movie, I wouldn't have made that mistake. So they get, like you said, they gave you the choice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I like the concept. Like I said, it was going to be hard to work with the original anyway.
Yeah, and I would rather studios at least put some care and effort into
Yeah.
like an adaptation instead of shitting out, a Super
Yeah.
Mario movie from the 90s.
Yeah, the
Just-
the 90s one. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, since we're talking about it, let's take a look at it. Do, 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 do.
I'm
So,
looking.
I mean, it starts off, you got your characters.
Gone missing?
Yep.
I didn't say that.
I love that
Do a
guy.
lot of people go missing around here?
Lights out, Annabelle.
Up the road. That's where people get into trouble.
Those were the first people here in years.
Looks like it too.
So, hold up. This part.
Up the road. That's where
No,
people
no.
get into trouble.
Those were
They're already showing elements of it. Look at all the weapons up there. How many
Yeah.
weapons have you seen
Yeah.
in different horror movies?
Yep.
You know, the rain, like cut off exactly
Right there.
right in the middle of the road. You know, so I mean, they it feels like they
The first
set it up
people
from
here
the
in years.
beginning at least.
Looks like it,
so
too.
you're kind of going in thinking, what the hell is this?
She's from the Hellraiser movie too.
Yeah.
That's my sister's signature. Oh, shit.
Guys, check it out.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
So there we go. We've got a history of people. Sorry, I keep pausing the show this so we don't get kicked off.
Yeah.
We've got to
That's
have
fine.
commentary.
Yeah.
But this is the group of everybody has tried to do this. You know, and why would they have all their missing posters up inside that cabin? You know?
Which also leads you to believe they could do prequels.
Yeah.
that's the killer from the game.
Yep.
Ooh.
So I mean, you have all the elements from the game. And then you have this hourglass that tips. That
And reset.
Now I'm wondering, is it a person resetting, or is it resetting on its own?
What the fuck just happened?
They all remember.
We all got fucking murdered. And now we're here again.
So the night is just gonna repeat itself.
I don't remember that happening last time.
Now, did you notice that one? When she woke up again, she was changed.
Mhm.
She had the blacked out eyes.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, is it like the old video? You got 3 lives.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
going to
waste
say. I
those
bet you have a
3
limited,
lives,
limited number of resets.
one of the killers.
I think they have to solve what's
Holy
going
shit.
on within like 13 nights.
Every night, something new is trying to kill us.
What is that?
I think that's
That just
is
looks
that the
cool.
Wendigo?
Wendigo or a
How many more
troll?
deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it
There you
past
go.
13 nights.
Nobody's made it past 13.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn.
Obligatory name drop.
Yeah.
Shut the thing.
Another video game coming out.
So I mean,
He's getting
I'm just gonna grab it. Don't move.
Yeah. Oh, what? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
It's still in my face.
so
Yeah, I
very
think
cool.
this is going to be good. Like I said, I really like the concept.
Until
Yeah.
Dawn was a fun game. I don't
Yep.
see why it wouldn't be.
Yep.
And if this goes good, what was the other one that came out with like the werewolf people? Same company made it. Came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
and it's
sure.
really good. It's got a lot of big name actors in it.
What the hell
Um,
was that one?
I just beat it. I have it somewhere around here too. But that could be the next thing. You go from Until Dawn to that. You start just branching out. It could be a really good whole universe of PlayStation stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just looking up a list of their games.
So it looked like that one girl. She seems to be, the main one. There's always going to be one main one.
Yeah.
And she also seems to be the one getting shit on the most. So maybe it's not a matter of they all have to make it. Maybe just she has to make it Until Dawn. She's the catalyst.
Was it a part of the Dark Pictures anthology, like Man of Medan, Little Hope, The House of Ashes? Any of those sound familiar?
No.
The Devil in Me.
Those were good series, but
Hold on. I literally, it'd be quicker for me to grab it.
Maybe this will open the door for PlayStation to do a Crash Bandicoot horror movie.
Oh my god! I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they've taken over Disney, titles. Might as well. They've hit Popeye.
They're doing a second.
Grinch.
I meant to tell you, they are doing there is a second Popeye movie coming out.
Already?
Another cut.
Wow.
There's not the one you and me saw. This one to me looks like they were literally trying to be a comedy because the girl's name is Olive Oil, and like they have all the tropes of like. It's like we know we're making a cheesy horror movie. Let's do it like that.
Like cheesy.
The other one seems, the other one seemed like they had a little bit of plot to it. Like I said, kind of looks like it might be okay. This no, not at all.
It's like the Scooby Doo one they did. What the hell is that one called? Saturday Morning Horror or something like that. I
know they did the freaking banana splits. I know the banana splits was one thing.
No, not Leatherface.
That one was bad too. But I mean, these are the kind of movies that I'm liking so far.
I got too many games.
They're taking something that a lot of people know, right? But they're also putting different spins on it and making it new enough that people are going to gain interest in it yet again.
Yeah.
So that's that gives me hope because mainstream movies, it's just wash, rinse, and repeat.
The Quarry.
Remakes.
Yeah, The Quarry.
Quarry?
That one's
Okay.
really good too. If you like werewolves, it's great. It's got a great story.
All right, I have to look it up. Okay, I have to look it up then.
Also, another game that developer did was called Little Hope, and that was pitched as a Silent Hill game to Konami, but they turned it down. So,
yep, a buddy of mine, he loves those. I've watched him play them, and I've played some of them with him. Not all the way through, but I've played that one. And what was the other one? Man of Medan?
yeah.
That one. Yeah, we both really enjoyed those.
Yeah, me and the kid,
House of
me and my
Ashes, The Devil in Me.
oldest played those ones. Yeah. I don't think we haven't played that one. We haven't played the fourth one because he sort of moved out and decided to start his own life at 18, bastard. But how dare he grow up? But yeah, we played those, and those were fun. Those are interesting. And I don't think we ever made it through with Survivor. Just I get frustrated and just make really bad decisions just to see what would happen. But,
Yeah, try The Quarry, and you could do watch mode where you choose if all of them live, all of them die, or let it randomly roll, and you could just watch it like a movie. And it's great quality, and it's top actors in there. It's really good. So I could imagine if with a movie, what they can do, it should be fun. It really should.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as like horror games, they've kind of slowed their roll on those.
Yep. Well, I think
kinda
one
slowed
thing
down.
a buddy of mine were talking about was the Dead by Daylight one. Like it's been, they're always adding to hit. So it seems like everybody's just been playing that.
But
Because like the Jason game didn't last long.
And that's a travesty.
That was a really good
The
game.
Predator one didn't last long. I think the Killer Clowns is still going because I wanted to play that one.
Is Texas
They had an
Chainsaw
Evil
Massacre
Dead
still
one,
going?
too.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is still going, but the play base is really low. The Killer Clowns is doing okay, but that was a niche within a niche, so that really cuts down the people.
Well, I remember they had the Evil Dead one.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
fun.
That one like was out for a little bit. I don't know. I haven't heard it much about it. Seen anybody streaming it.
No.
But again, that one.
I used to watch the people stream the Jason one a lot when it first came out. That was
Friday
fun.
13th was such a good one, and to me, it was better than Dead by Daylight by far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can tell where the money went in.
Yeah, the Dead by Daylight. I mean,
I think that would they go with the whole what is it, quantity over quality? They've just got so many characters. That they're bringing in.
And it's like they come out with like 6 a year or something like that. You know.
It's hard for somebody to get in who hasn't been playing it, though. That's the problem. I tried playing it with some people, and since I am not into that game, you know, my character's so low. Everybody's been playing for 5, 6, 10 years. It's not really good for new people.
Yeah.
No.
That's my problem with it.
Yeah. My kid was playing that all the time, and I'd watch him. I'm like, what the hell is this? Again, you know, the killers, their powers change and stuff like that, and I guess they do bumps to the survivors or whatever, but I don't know, man. It's like Call of Duty. I got tired of Call of Duty real quick because it's, again, wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yep.
You know,
about the only game nowadays. But
you may have these different powers and these different characters. That's great, but eventually you're going to run into characters that share the same traits.
Yep. And the core aspect of the game doesn't really change a lot.
No, it's like we're getting chased by a killer. We gotta survive.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say because me and a couple buddies we still play Fortnite, and they changed it up so much because they had a Godzilla thing not long back, and the Godzilla crap was fun. Playing as Godzilla.
His mind over that, yeah.
Yeah.
My kid lost his mind over that.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I wish they'd do something like that more often.
Dude.
Do
you think the horror genre would fit in Fortnite?
Yeah, because Michael Myers and Leatherface are already in it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could definitely do a horror aspect because it's supposed to be like the whole multiverse where anything is, and they've had scary characters like one Halloween there was a mansion. If you broke the floor, there was a sigil on the floor, and this Cthulhu guy would come up and you had to fight him.
Ooh.
So they have like good horror stuff in there occasionally. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if they'll ever make a movie of it. But I mean,
well, no, they're making a Minecraft movie, so.
Yeah, the friggin' action figure of Jack Black. Shut up! You can get that now.
No,
that's what everybody needs.
My kid is trying to drag me to go see that movie, and
me and a buddy kind of want to go see it just to see how bad it is. I'm just like,
no, I am.
See, I went to see Mario and Sonic because I love them both, friggin'. But the Minecraft I've never played, and I'm just like, this movie looks bad.
I think the only one I played was Minecraft Dungeons, and that was fun.
I love watching people play modded ones. Like there was a dude that did like a zombie Forge Labs, and he gets like modded ones. Like he had like a zombie apocalypse. He had one that was like the Thing, where one of the people was the Thing and it could mutate and all this stuff. Like that, I like seeing a twist on it. But I mean,
well, I mean, look at like Dead Island. What happened to games like that?
Yeah, I played that not long back. Yeah, yeah.
You know, Left 4
Dead
Dead
Island 2.
You want the shooters?
Yep.
Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead was a great one.
Dead Rising. Dead Rising.
Dead Rising was
Rising.
Yeah.
Yep. They did a Dead Rising movie.
Yep.
Yeah, they did 2 of them.
Yeah. So
Capcom doesn't like to make video games anymore, apparently, other than Street Fighter and DLC for Street Fighter.
I've been stuck playing VR Arizona Sunshine, where you're like going through zombies. I think the VR stuff should be tapped in way more with quality horror stuff. Because it's there. You know, you get a couple $100 headset and you can do everything wireless. I don't understand why somebody isn't pushing it harder.
And it increases the horror, like when, you know, it's not on a screen. It's literally you turn around and there's the thing after you.
Resident Evil in that game was great, or in this headset is great because it gives you that. You know, this is more comedy, but if they took the quality I'm seeing in this game, Arizona Sunshine 2, and turned it into a true horror rather than just kind of goofy zombies, it would be amazing. I would be in it all day, anytime I had a chance. Christ. Oh yes.
There was a
Still haunt my
zombie
dreams.
movie. No. Where's it? No. There's one I saw when I was doing like research for the show today, and it looked really good. It looked like something out of kind of along the lines of 28 years later or 28 days later, and that's Goosebumps. No, I can't find it. It's somewhere there. Yeah, there's 28 years later. That might be it. No, that wasn't it. Oh,
No.
it looks like they're doing a Return of the Living Dead remake. Which
I don't know.
I'm not
It's
sure
like you
how
said
I
with the
feel about
remakes.
that.
The original was great.
Yeah, please don't mess up the original.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they could just keep in the world and expand.
Yeah.
I don't get the remake stuff.
No.
Let the originals stay great and then give us something.
Yeah.
We'll hate it less. If it's bad, we won't hate it as much because it's
Yeah.
stomped on something we love.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this one. This will be the first time I watched this one. Oops. I kind of screwed that one up. It's got the good creepy entrance. These ones I like where they continued with it, but I don't.
Yeah.
Christmas theme. Going back. See, a zombie with a Christmas spirit. Just put it up a tree. Now, what the hell's going on with this hand, though? Is that ice or is it a claw? Oh.
Frozen fingers.
I don't know. It looks badass, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that was it. So Christmas of this year, we will be getting another Return of the Living Dead.
Who's the director?
The Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. The director, Steve
Walsh.
Yeah, Steve Walsh. Come here. Yeah. Written and directed by Steve Walsh.
See what he's done. Intruder.
That one sounds familiar.
Yeah, I was about to say,
The remake from '99, Midsummer Madness.
Let's see. Green says the cries from the witch and Left 4 Dead still haunt my
yes.
Yes.
Well, I think that's a
that would be such an awesome character to see on the screen.
Yep. Because the thing is, I always forget the witch exists because when I watch my buddy play, he had modded the witch to be Hatsune Miku. And it was freaking hilarious. So you just hear freaking Miku singing, running.
Oh my god!
Like, oh, this is war. Like they modded the crap. I think somebody was playing freaking Muscle Man from regular show in it.
Oh my god, dude!
Honestly, Steve Walsh hasn't done a whole lot.
Well, I mean, this is his time to shine. Then, you know,
he's been given a chance at a huge franchise. Yeah, no pressure.
George Romero's going to come back and turn him into a damn zombie.
Yep.
But I mean, it seems like that's the mainstay nowadays. Let's give them more zombies. They were trying to do the vampire thing, like Nosferatu, Last Voyage of the Demeter. You know, they were trying to give that. We've got a Frankenstein coming out. One or two
I'm very
Frankenstein
excited to
movies.
see how that
by
plays out.
Romero.
So it's kind of bouncing between we're going to take these classics and remake them,
Yeah.
or give them zombies.
If they would just do a new twist on zombies. Has anybody done a horror movie with zombies on a freaking cruise ship? Like where it's
I think so.
spreading and see that? No, that as I said, that'd be cool. Or a space station, something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's. I mean, zombies are always going to be cool because I mean, look how long the Walking Dead lasted. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody and how many offshoots of the Walking Dead there were. Everybody's going to be, you know, oh, it's zombies. All right, we'll go see it. But I want to see more, you know, eldritch horror.
Same.
You know, I want to
That's
see
like my favorite thing. Yeah.
the dark, you know, stuff that you know human nature automatically has. I mean,
Yeah.
outside of a slasher flick, okay, well, we know he's going to kill freaking everybody.
Yeah.
He's a slasher.
It's so hard. It's so hard to get the eldritch stuff to always appeal to people. Like that's the hardest part. Like you got things like Cthulhu that's latched on that people love, but it's so hard to get actual like freaking like that kind of stuff to latch on. It's like you know me too much. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to get the mainstream to latch on to that. Killers, aliens, sure. Zombies, sure. Vampires, yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking that kind of stuff. It's so hard to get it out there.
Because it hits too real. That's the problem. When something hits too real, a lot of people don't want to actually see it.
Oh shit! I relate to that. God damn.
You guys seen In a Violent Nature that came out I think last year?
Is that the Nicolas Cage one or something
Nope.
like that?
This one is a slasher, like Jason Voorhees from Jason Voorhees' Eyes the whole time. That was fun because it was the first time you're seeing. It might be a little slow because you're watching him walking, but you actually see how he got from point A to point B. He didn't have that type of powers. He just walked. You know, little.
I want a figure of him so bad.
Yeah, dude, man. If they do one, I need the accessory of that chick thrown into herself.
Yeah. Yes.
Give me that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a.
That movie's freaking great. Yes,
and that was a good chance. They took a chance and it worked.
And you know that they made it like all the way through, and they're like, "Oh, we got to reshoot everything. We're not happy with a lot of it."
Wow.
They actually had to reshoot a lot of what you've seen in the movie.
That was
fun.
It
really paid off. Yes.
You know that should be if they don't do a part 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to be disappointed because.
And I love the whole like how they humanize that character too.
Yeah.
Like when he finds the little car and everything, it's just like, this is.
And I don't think they had a big budget, right? This couldn't have been.
No, they didn't have a huge budget at all. They might have used Kickstarter for some of their stuff, I believe, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say they like had it crowdfunded some of it.
I wouldn't doubt it. And it was great. This is what you need to see.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they've been working, Friday the 13th fan made flicks for a while. Kickstarter stuff and crowdfunding, and those have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, those have been absolutely phenomenal.
There's a lot of fan made stuff that's just as good as that really needs more attention. That needs to be a segment maybe we could do later on down the road is find fan made stuff and turn people onto it.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Because I remember seeing like a medieval Predator one that was really good, and I remember seeing
yeah. All right, yeah.
That Joker.
Remember the you remember the freaking Batman versus the Joker with the Predators in it? I can't remember what that's called, but the big red Predator at the end.
Was it Batman versus Predator?
I haven't seen that one.
It might have been called that. You remember NECA made a figure of the red Predator with the samurai swords at the end.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, big red.
Yeah, Dead End? Batman Dead End or something? I can't remember. But that was great.
Yeah.
And it was just like a 5-minute movie, but it was freaking so cool.
I know Bat in the Sun, they were doing a lot of, they did the whole Versus series. You know, they would take different superheroes and put them against each other and then run off on a computer how many fights won, and then they do one ending where this guy won and another ending where this guy won.
Yeah.
I think they were moving towards trying to get a movie started too. But I'm not sure quite where that went to. But they had a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And that was some homegrown stuff, and they put a lot of effort into it. And every one of those looked amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of fan stuff. Like there was a Star Wars one that was a Cad Bane one that was great.
Yeah.
That movie was like there were so many things where I was just go back and rewatch them just because I enjoyed them that much.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so I have been in contact with a couple of toy photographers online, and they have, let's see, here we go. And bring it up. SGNL Magazine. Okay, if you haven't heard of them, they are a horror community magazine, and their whole thing is horror, looking at every aspect of horror. This is their IG page. And they have been looking for people to kind of jump in and join in, the fun. They have
Shopping mall.
Yeah, see.
From Beyond, my favorite movie. Oh man, what are they doing here?
Yeah, these are like cubes.
Love it.
Somebody made these cubes. Cardboard movie theater displays, miniature versions of favorite movies.
But these are awesome.
Yeah.
And this is from one of the creators in IG. I would tell you who they were, but it's in the works. I'm talking to them sometime this week. I want to bring them actually on our next show. To kind of go in a deeper dive on everything. But they're always, posting up stuff from, classic movies. And
Can we put this link in the chat?
I can try. Hold on.
I just could see a lot of people wanting to click on this.
Yep. I'm definitely going to give them. Remind me, if I'm not following them already, I want to give them a follow.
Exactly. Like I don't want to miss out on getting on this.
Same.
So
yeah.
What do you guys think of the new Toxie, man? The fact that it's finally coming out.
I'm curious. I'll put it like that. I don't think I'm never going to be one of the people that's like I think it's going to suck. I got to see it first. But I'm very what is it? Optimistically what is the word? Hopeful, optimistically hopeful, or I don't know.
Optimistically hopeful.
I like it.
Yeah.
I guess the way I look at it. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, what's the word? Something your expectations. What's the freaking start of that phrase? Temper your expectations or whatever. Yeah. I'm not going in thinking it's going to be the best thing ever, but I want to at least give it a shot, see if I like it.
There we go. It looks like it's up in chat now.
I mean, it can't be the worst thing. Like
exactly.
It can't be like clear. Like not that the originals were bad, but they were definitely like very, very B movies. So it can't be worse than what those were.
That's what you get with Troma. If you like Troma, you know what you're getting. You're not getting. You're not getting anything.
Yeah.
But the fact that they said it was the most over the top so far, and there's been some over the topness in every one of the movies. And the fact that they were finally able to secure it after it's been sitting for this long, it should be fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
I could see it being that dumb movie where people end up really liking it. It takes off, on the secondary market. Next thing you know, NECA's making a figure finally of a Toxie, first time in. But did they do a Toxie back in the?
I don't know. I know Super 7 has because a buddy of mine's got it.
Yeah, I got the Super 7. The Soda Toys made a killer figure. Super 7 does the cartoon, not the movie stuff. But man, look at this great photo.
So Dark Realm diorama and
I love the lighting on these.
Let's see. Hold on. Deadly dioramas. I think those are two of the main people behind SGNL Magazine. But yeah, they do amazing work. And again, they're toy photographers are like us, and they jumped on Instagram and they were reaching out to other toy photographers that are more skewed to the horror side of things.
Yeah.
And they're looking for people to kind of join up with them and help spread the word about their channel and their efforts. Yeah, Bobby. He's the gentleman I'm talking to this week. But I'm not going to show the whole video, but definitely go check out and watch this video. It kind of explains what they're looking for and how to contact them, how to get in touch with them. And, hopefully next month, maybe sooner, we'll try to figure it out. The best time to get them on so they can really, explain it deeper into what.
Yeah, because I'd love to hear more about what they're doing here.
Yeah. So they have a website as well, the SGNL Magazine website. So our horror community lives here. So, artist spotlights, authors, print magazine, Kickstarter, actors, artists, cosplay, you name it. If it's horror related, you can find it here. So definitely go check out the website as well. I think I can put this as a streamer. Hold on. Let me try.
Anytime you could add some people to, something starting from the ground like this, it's a must. Everybody's got to support each other. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, I was really excited to see, them reach out to the community and give, people in the community an opportunity to kind of join up with this and, be a part of something like bigger than just Instagram.
Yeah.
So,
especially you're talking about a print magazine. We need that. How, like Fangoria. What else is there? Like, there's not too much.
Stories ever told. Great record. Yep. Let's see. Got to go. Definitely go check out that record. The Accursed were awesome back then. Splatter Rock. Yeah. So I mean, they have such a wide opening for such, they have such a vision for the horror community. And from what I've seen looking into them and stuff, it's, their vision is, on point because like you were saying, Nick, there's not a lot out there for the horror side of things. Horror's kind of taking a back seat to all the mainstream. You've got comics, and nothing against comics or superheroes and stuff like that, but I mean, horror's always been there. It's always been a mainstream, and to see it kind of take a back seat to everything, you're kind of missing out, really.
Yep. I mean, horror was around before, like a lot of comic characters too. I mean, you look at the stuff like the Universal monsters. They were, as me and a buddy used to say, they were, small kids Avengers back in the day. Yeah. Before you had Batman and Spider-Man and all this, a lot of kids growing up in the 40s and 50s, like Frankenstein and Dracula and Wolfman and all this.
The Mummy, yeah.
Yes.
And when did Nosferatu originally come out? Think about how long ago that.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I've got the original on DVD. I freaking love it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we went over this. I think it was like 1910 or something like that.
Yeah, it was old. Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
That's part of the roots right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, I mean, you're going to go roots. What's the best way to keep your kids in line since the beginning of time? You don't tell them fluffy stories.
Yep.
No.
You tell them about the boogeyman that's going to come get them if they're not behaving.
Yep.
Horror is intrinsically set into our system because fear is what keeps us alive.
Yep.
So, I mean, to kind of put it on a back burner because it's not popular.
Yep.
I don't like that. I like seeing the horror, and again, it falls to people that are running SGNL Magazine and the independent movie makers and these small time people that have a love and a passion for this.
Yep.
To keep making the movies, even if the cheesy movies, at least you have somebody pushing something out there that's got some drive and passion behind it.
Yeah.
Like I was watching a classic cartoon channel, like old school, 40s, 50s cartoons. We were watching like Popeye and stuff like that. Well, hell, they had a animated version of the Telltale Heart on there. I remember seeing that as a kid, and when I saw that pop up, I was like, "Oh shit, I remember that."
Yep.
I mean, the animation was
That's
old.
right,
And,
too. 1922.
yeah, there you go.
Yep.
But it's it wasn't the best of animation compared to today's standards, but back then it was done so well, and
Yep.
it
But some of the
wasn't
older
just,
stuff does hold up still.
Yeah.
it wasn't just trash. Why don't we get more Edgar Allan Poe story movies? I know they've done a few, but he had so many great psychological stuff
Yep.
Yeah.
that would
We need a new Mask of the Red Death like movie.
yeah.
Because it wasn't there one. What's his name? He was one of the greatest as far as like the makeup for monsters and costumes. He did all his own makeup. He played Mask of the
Lon
Red
Chaney.
Death. That was
Lon
Chaney.
Chaney.
Yeah.
Yep. I want a figure of his version of Mask of the Red Death.
Yeah.
Horror is
Well,
the one
even
thing
the-
that an average person could make a movie too. If you really think
Yeah.
about it, you can't make a superhero movie. You can't do
Yeah.
this. You can't do an action movie. But you can make a horror movie. Every one of us together, we can pull together our pocket change and make a movie that's good.
Yep.
Just with some coloring and taking some chances. That's what's
Yep.
so great about horror. A lot of this starts as small and then it gets redone in something huge.
Yep.
That's why
Yeah.
horror is the roots, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Without horror movies, you really couldn't have. Because I mean, what's a good guy without a villain?
Mhm.
There is none. You can't tell the difference. So you get these horror movies. There you go. I mean, they were talking about Camp Crystal Lake series on Apple TV. I don't even know where the hell that went to.
Yep.
Still
There's
in
another.
development, right?
There's another IG. I think so. It's supposed to be out already, but it fell into development hell.
Well, the rights did. That was the big thing. The rights were all
Yeah.
held up.
But like, there's another IG channel, Helvington, on IG and on YouTube. They've got a great team over there that they go and do like reviews of these movies, and a great resource for like upcoming horror content or classic content. Definitely go check him out too. But yeah, it's they had that one. They're talking about a Michael Myers one, I think, on Max or something like that, either Max or Paramount. They had Ash versus Evil Dead. I love that series, but how about you give us a series with this darker Evil Dead?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that either. The Ash versus Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell's my hero, and he'll always be, the definitive hero for the Evil Dead series. But the way the twists and turns of that new Evil Dead series set is, that would make a good series.
I know there were talks at one point of a Killer Clown series, but it never got made.
Yep.
It was either going to be another movie or a new series, but it never got made.
Yeah. But I mean,
they were probably counting to see what the game would do. Honestly, I think they were waiting to see if the game sold like crazy and there was a big base, it would make a difference. But if a game that appeals to even more people doesn't work, I don't know if a movie or a show would work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought it'd probably stay its own. Like, it really is a freaking niche as a cult classic.
Yeah.
Like, it is a small thing. Like, NECA hasn't even tried to do figures. Well, they did the Toonie Terrors ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, Toonie Terrors or statues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see some good ones that I can, collect and do shots with. Yeah.
The Mego and the Trick or Treat ones are the only ones. But the Trick or Treat ones are fine. Like, I've enjoyed those figures.
Yeah. But I thought I heard rumors about a new Nightmare on Elm Street as well.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind seeing, Freddy back on a big screen, even though it's not Robert Englund probably. Even though I think he's expressed, wanting to come back and do one. Like do one last one to give Freddy a real send off. but I'm not sure how feasible that is, to be honest.
I mean, that window's closing rapidly.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's in his like late 70s at least.
Mm.
Yeah.
I wonder how his
70s,
health
early
is holding up
80s.
too.
He looks pretty
I mean,
good.
he's still doing the cons and everything, and I think he's actually in an upcoming horror movie.
Yes.
I can't
Yeah,
remember the
he is. I
name.
can't remember which,
Balls.
but yep.
Yeah. So I mean, he's still acting. He's still got the chops for it, but to pull off a Freddy Krueger again,
He needs too much movement to honestly. I want to see it passed, and I didn't mind the other guy. I'm one of the few people I feel like that actually kind of liked it. I hated it the first time I watched it. Went back to it last year and watched it again, and for some reason I liked it way more after
It's not
years of
bad.
watching it.
Here we go. Sam redeem Freddy after
See,
Abomination
everybody,
of the Last one.
I know. See,
Well, because it wasn't what they wanted from a Freddy movie. Freddy went from being super serious and like evil to being like a jokester character pretty much
Yeah.
right after like the second film.
yeah,
Yep.
And so they got this lighthearted, goofy, I'm gonna make jokes while I'm slicing you up and shoving your head through like a kitchen
that
table
was
that's
Freddy.
a mouth. Well, it was, but that's not what he started off as.
Freddie
Yeah.
was
If you watch
evil.
one
I
and
don't know. The first one.
if you watch, he wasn't jokey. He wasn't as like jokey and theatric.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch it, he was a lot more like subdued and serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I just remember the arms outstretched coming down the
There was
alleyway,
definitely still
and
some
then-
moments, but it wasn't 80-20.
it wasn't in your face because
Yeah.
by the time
Right.
you got to like Freddy's Dead, it was all camp, no
Yeah.
zest, just
He had
trash.
catchphrases, quips.
Yeah, and so
But
I
Dream Warriors
think
is
they
still my
tried to nail
favorite.
it back down
Yeah.
to
Dream
be
Warriors is
a
still my favorite.
So,
Oh yeah,
James Earl Jones,
But they-
or not James Earl Jones. What's his name? Earl.
Jane. Yeah, he was Rorschach in the Watchmen
Yeah,
movie.
he has the right face. Like, how often are you gonna find the right face?
Yeah.
So, humor me. What if Robert Englund could come back, but it was like a mocap situation to where he wasn't like in the full makeup or everything, but they still got his movements, used his performance, and they just plastered on the makeup digitally.
I want it
As long as
passed
they
on.
get better with it. As long as
Yeah.
they get better with it. I mean, right
or
now.
heck, have a body double, and just have him voicing it. Maybe having him do the voiceovers.
We
Yeah.
need
But
somebody
then you're
to
losing
take it
out on
over
like
for
the
20
movements and the
years.
cadence.
Give me
Mhm.
a Freddy Krueger anime. Let's go. Nightmare on Elm
Or
Street
a full
anime.
animated
Let's
film would be
go.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I could get behind that.
after you did a full animated movie, you could come back with a new person who isn't Robert Englund, and it probably wouldn't be so jarring. Because that was the
Yeah.
problem. No matter who they put out, if they nailed it, it would have still been horrible because you wanted Robert Englund.
Yeah.
And you didn't get that. And so you didn't have that little happy thought. That's the
Yeah.
only reason why it was going to fail. It was doomed from the start. Really
Yeah.
was.
I feel like
Yeah,
they missed
especially
out
with
though,
the character
'cause
as vocal as him.
Mhm.
they still
Yeah.
could have done a one with Robert Englund back in, I think that movie came out in what, 2010?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it go.
Yeah. I
'Cause
believe
that was
so.
only like 7 years after Freddy versus Jason.
But he's been ready
That's
to
one of
move
the cheesy
on.
ones I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hell, I like, Jason X. I
Oh,
thought
I love
I
Jason
love
X.
Jason X.
Jason X is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cybernetic Jason. Good God.
Still
Well,
need an
where's the
action
NECA
figure.
figure for
Still
that?
needs to do it.
Go. No shit.
Where's-
Where is the figure for that one?
The
Yep.
only
Yeah,
one that
where's-
ever
where's-
got made was that McFarlane, right?
Yep.
Now that's a
That's
shame.
right.
That's
I
a
mean-
travesty.
No
Yeah.
articulation, but great sculpt and paint.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could take a RoboCop and kind of customize one.
I've seen custom ones. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
lot of work.
Yeah. But,
Which with
yeah,
3D
I mean,
printing and stuff becoming, more readily available to everyone, it might happen sooner than later.
This is true. This is true.
Because I've seen people
RoboCop
freaking
does
3D
have some
print.
stuff coming up.
I've seen people 3D print like full scale AT-ATs from Star Wars or the Black Series. So
But, so, like, looking at the future, looking towards the future, what would be some of the horror movies that you would like to see? What would be, one top one that you would want to see them make?
Well, I can say this with the AI stuff that we were talking about, and like you said, shopping mall.
Yep.
We could do something really fun with the AI, like these new Tesla style robots walking around, and turn it into, you know, some kind of forces actually controlling it. And then like an upscale, like Rodeo Drive type plaza or something, just some kind of twist like that, where you got the upscale people thinking that they're going to pull out their phone and cancel somebody, kind of like what happened, and just do something crazy like that. That would be fun.
Like a Maximum Overdrive remake.
Yeah, but just using some of the other elements. It can't just be a remake. It's got to be a new property, but with that type of stuff.
That'd be good. I like that.
And you got a lot of people always out on the street right now. You know, you talk about really, it would be way different than it was in the 80s. There would be thousands of people to mow down rather than a few.
Yeah. Yep. Lights.
Skip me for now.
Okay.
For me, you know, I'm always automatically number one's always gonna be Killer Clowns. But if for a remake of an older movie, or just bringing back an old concept, I really liked. I would like a more horrific This Island Earth, because the original was kind of campy, or a more, or some more of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, because that's another one of my favorites. I would love to see something new with that, because that original's great. The ending is great. Not going to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but in the comments. But that ending is just so perfect.
So they had the original with Donald Pleasance.
Right? That's my favorite. Yep.
Yeah.
And then I thought they had redone one in the 80s.
They may have. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And that was definitely not up to par.
If it's not coming to my head, it wasn't good like the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much dread in that original because you don't know who is one of these things, who isn't. I remember on my first watch, I was like, "Oh, you can definitely trust this person; they're good." And then it's like, "Nope."
Oh shit! Never mind.
Then it just, then it's just like, who knows? You know?
Yeah.
Man, I got another one in my head now too.
Think M. Night Shyamalan would direct that one? Because that seems like up his alley doing that.
Man, we need to get that as a thing where everybody's talking about it. Get him to think about that, or his daughter. Hey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
His daughter needs more things to, you know, cut her teeth on. That could be good.
Yeah.
There's one other movie I've been dying to see redone, and that's Society.
Society.
Once again, late 80s. It's upscale, and Society was like, you know, you have people that turn into, I don't. If I tell you, it will ruin it. Just it's upscale people that control everything, and you find out they're not what you think. Just watch it. It's so good. And
kind of like They Live a little bit.
Similar.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking along the lines of.
Yeah.
I love They Live.
But what you see in it is just so dirty. It's just a dirty movie. I like it.
I was going to say, aren't we currently living the Society movie right now?
And it really is. It's perfect time for that. There's been a lot of movies that you watch from the 80s and you're like, oh, wow, that kind of seems like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't let, you know, real life become like Soylent Green. I don't think I could handle that one.
Yeah.
Like, what about a remake of A Clockwork Orange?
I'm honestly surprised that hasn't happened, but then again, it's such a cult classic that I wouldn't be afraid to touch it.
If they could.
Yeah.
What's the whole mindset me and a buddy had? He said, "Why aren't there more dinosaur horror movies?" And I'm like, Jurassic Park made anyone afraid to touch dinosaurs because it's like they are on it. And it's the same thing with Clockwork Orange. You're not going to touch that movie because it just, the original is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do differently in that, and then I feel you'd get into like a RoboCop situation with that remake, where you take out all the teeth of it, and it's just like a parody of itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, if you watch RoboCop, if you watch RoboCop '87, it is dangerously close to like what we're witnessing now.
Yes.
And then you watch RoboCop 2014, and it's like, there's really no message behind it. Like there's no satire. There's no parody. There's no
It just cool robot
really.
shoot things.
Yeah.
That was not the point of RoboCop at all.
No, it was the corporate greed and the
Yes.
just the shitty environment and
Yeah.
yeah.
And the ones on top putting it down, like more so blaming the people on the bottom, making like, oh, this particular sect or whatever they were doing in Detroit, like, was bad, like the criminals and stuff. They didn't. And then you turn to the corporate ones, like you said.
Yeah.
I want to see more movies like Critters and Ghoulies.
Yeah.
I want to see
Gremlins
them
is coming back.
Yes, Gremlins 3 is coming back. So there's hope that those other ones would come back.
Yeah.
Like the Puppet
I love
Masters.
Gremlins.
I love Puppet Master.
Yeah,
I've
Puppet
got
Master's another one.
5 million of those movies.
Yeah.
But
there's a movie with
bring back the small creatures. The creature features. Like I said earlier, they stick to your mainstream vampires, werewolves, things like that. Give me something new.
Yeah.
New Creep Show would be good.
Yeah. They tried to redo the Creep Show, didn't they? And was it the Creep Show or Twilight Zone? I think both.
I love
Twilight Zone a few times.
Yeah. You gotta say I love the original Twilight Zone series, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
But
That last Critters was bad. That last Critters was real bad. Critters Attack. That might have worked that for a little while, but yeah.
Ever seen Night Gallery? That was the series, I think, before Twilight Zone. It was kind of like that. Rod Sterling was on that as well. That was pretty good. There were some really good episodes of that.
Well, they had what? They had Night Gallery. They had Twilight Zone. They had what was the other one? Shit.
I have the whole set of figures at the store.
I just had it in my head. Hold on. I want to look it up now because that's going to irritate me.
I want to see a big budget. There's Nothing Outside. Now, that was a fun, stupid B movie, but just fun.
I want somebody to redo the freaking not like Eight-Legged Freaks, but okay, yeah.
Outer Limits.
Yeah.
I want somebody to redo, like, you remember what is the freaking old movie with the giant tarantula? It's literally just it's just a green screen tarantula going over like a freaking town.
Yeah. Well, they had the tarantula. They had the ants.
The ants,
Food of the Gods, where milk, genetically engineered milk, animals were eating it and becoming gigantic.
Yeah.
Movies like that. I want to see movies like that. Frogs.
Freaking, that's a joke. Me and a buddy were talking about not long back. It's like, what if frogs were the size of like rhinos or bears? And it's like, there would be no one left because they wouldn't eat anything that moves. They would just eat everyone. That or a giant praying mantis. That's another
Creature
good one.
features are dead. It definitely feels like they're dead. And I love creature features. I always have.
Oh, that is definitely an extinct movie.
Yeah. The only thing that you find are like the B-rated movies, the the cheesy ones. Me and the kids watch those all the time.
Yeah.
Now, there was a really good one. It had one of the guys from Lost in it. It was called Badass Spider, and then they changed the name because somebody had an issue with badass being in the title or whatever, and they changed it to something. But I knew what the movie was because they didn't change the movie. That was a cool movie.
Yeah.
Cheesy. But, and then what was the other? Like Pterodactyl?
Oh, yeah.
Good one, man.
Yeah.
It's those movies that bring me back to my childhood. Watching the creature features on Saturday that I would like them to see, kind of like to see them bring back in the mainstream, but make it, don't make it too cheesy.
Yeah, something with a freaking Gill Man would be great. The creature from the Black Lagoon. They've not touched him in a while.
There's a remake coming.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, actually from I think James Wan is over it.
Ooh, okay.
That should be good then.
I like him. I like him as a director. He has the horror genre down pat.
My only issue with his films are they're too corporate though. Like they're too, like for example, you had The Conjuring, which was a fantastic film, just the first one, And then as those movies went along, they got more Hollywoodified. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you got to have this big scary monster and this big evil demon, and
Yeah.
it just everything he starts is good, but then after it becomes like a franchise, it turns to shit real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe the Gilman could
Like
be a one-off.
Insidious?
Maybe it'll be a one-off.
Maybe
Well,
I think so, but yeah.
Like
'Cause even back in the day-
Insidious was another good set of movies.
Yeah.
Let's say even back in the day when they did the second creature from the Black Lagoon, and the third one was not that good. I was never a fan of the third one, where he becomes more human-looking.
Yeah.
I
They
didn't
First
know there
two-
was a third one.
Yep, there is a third one where he becomes more man-like.
Let me go look that up real quick.
Yeah, it's rough.
So
What happened to all
I've
the
been
movies
trying to-
the night of? The Night of the Creep, the Night of this, the Night of that.
Yep.
There's a lot of good movies that just haven't been tapped. That's another, 80s was the last time you really saw that type of stuff.
Yeah, 80s was the last big era for horror.
Yeah.
I think that's
And
what
then
I
it
said
just
we
kinda
talked about.
petered out.
Yeah, I think that's what you and me were talking about the first time during the show. So many people latched onto Art the Clown like a modern horror icon.
Yeah.
It's not the first
because,
time.
I
looks
mean,
bad.
he was giving everybody what they've been missing in horror movies.
Yep. Yep.
Because I mean,
Yeah, because it's just it's a
Scream-
stupid gore
Scream-
fest.
yeah,
Yep.
like Ghostface and Scream, sure. But Ghostface, as great as of a character he was, he's. I don't know. I think they've gone too long with those movies.
Also, yeah, well, that's the thing. Like you said, when anything becomes a franchise, they milk it to the point that it's just like,
Yeah.
because that's the one. I don't know if it was the Leatherface, or I think it was called Leatherface. It was the Texas Chainsaw where they brought Sally back.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I enjoyed that movie, but the bits with Sally, it's just like, no, I was like the original.
Yeah.
I love that original ending for her.
Yeah.
I literally just watched that movie again last night, the original. It was on, and I was
Yeah,
sitting there at 3 a.m.
That creature from the Black Lagoon 3 is pretty cursed. Not gonna lie. Yeah,
We have to make
They did not do him justice.
We need to make a pact of Nekomakes that we all buy, and that's the mascot of this show.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like, I don't know. So, like, another good set of horror, the anthologies, movies like Trick or Treat with Sam, VHS. Those seem pretty damn popular.
Yeah, because it's kind of like Twilight Zone. It's episodic. You can you don't have to see the first to get the second.
Yeah. Well, I liked Trick or Treat with Sam being like the main entity, but kind of in the background.
Well, I mean, you could have
I like that one.
Tied it all together.
Yeah.
You could also just have like different stories and then have one with Sam in it each time. So it doesn't milk it too hard, but you still get that fix.
For a new, like a comic book based on that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, I put it on that one. So I'm hoping that one goes forward.
I would say another thing, like I would love to see more of this. Like, I mean, there's no shortage of it where it's from, but in America, we do not have enough of like Japanese horror, like Junji Ito and stuff. There are some great stories, like, and mythos we haven't tapped, here that American audience haven't seen.
They did The Ring. They did what was the other one?
The Grudge.
The Grudge.
Has there been a movie about I'm not going to try to butcher the name, but the Scissor Lady with the mask, and she shows you her face, and it's carved, and she asks if she's beautiful, and if you say yes, she cuts your face. If you say no, she kills you. So you have to like think of something else to tell her.
Nothing like theatrical. If there has been anything, it's been like fan films or fan productions on YouTube.
I would love to see more of that.
Beautiful. Yeah, all right. I've seen better.
I
think you have to tell her about beauty is subjective, and she won't kill you.
I mean, there was another one, The Pyramid or something like that. It's kind of like an Eldritch horror one, where they were trapped in the jail and then the cult members were outside.
Yeah,
movies like that. There's
definitely been a falling away from
The Color
like
of Space
Exorcist
or whatever. That was a good one.
Yeah,
there was there was like I said, there's a lot of good stories. They would make great movies. Like I seen one the other day where it's like this dude was in space and his friend was also there with him, but his friend died randomly. And he's like, oh yeah, the way they do it there is we put them in a body bag and they're connected to the ship, but you shoot them out the airlock so they don't stay inside and rot. They stay in the cold space. And
Are you a fan of Creepcast?
Yep. Okay. Good. You know the one.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. That story.
Yeah.
That story they read was great. We won't spoil it because he basically finds the guy's diary and he dates the date he's going to die, and it was while they were on
And like
the
the
ship. The method and everything, and then he sees the other thing how he's going to die a second time when he becomes the monster. Again, won't spoil it, but like the guy's like, was he talking about me going to die, or was he talking about him?
That was the
again?
whole. Yeah.
Yes. And the one they did about the invisible wall coming down and erasing people. I don't know if you've seen that one recently. That freaking, I want more of that. And that's another place I love to find horror stuff.
Yeah, creepypastas are good, but my only issue is, like, I know if a big studio touched into some of those online stories, they would overdo it or add in extraneous stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be there, and it would dilute it.
So, you don't want to see them, the SCP stuff. You don't want to see them touch any of that yet.
Well, I don't think they'd be able to touch the SCP stuff just because of the way that's set up. It's kind of like it's for everyone. Because some guy in Russia tried to buy it out, I believe, and it didn't work out because the fans just bagged so hard on it.
Well, I would like to see that turn into a story, like a TV series.
Yes,
they could do
anthology
SCP,
series of SCP would be great.
That 100% would be an anthology series, and that could be good because there are thousands.
But the problem is it would have to be sold. That's the thing. Nobody's going to touch anything if they can't own the rights. And so everybody would have to be okay with selling their.
But I feel like SCP stuff, that's kind of fair use. No, not one single person owns that, so you could, and you don't even have to call it like SCP. You could take the ideas, and just
it's too tricky.
I don't know. I think it could be done.
I would love to see it. Trust me. I just know how greed works. And
I would not want to see corporate get a hold of SCP. I would do not want. Creepypasta, sure. If you want to make a freaking Jeff the Killer movie, that freaking thing is already cringe from day one. I loved it as a kid, but when you go back and read Jeff the Killer, it's just like, it's just kind of rough.
Oh, it's Hot Topic, the horror series.
Yes.
That's rough.
Yes. Where's my NECA Jeff the Killer?
Did they only make one Decker NECA?
Yeah, it was just the classic cloth. The classic cloth.
They need to remake that movie or something because I need more stuff from that.
What,
all
Nightbreed?
those characters? Yeah. I've been thinking about that for
I
a
almost
while.
got that Decker, but whenever I found out you couldn't like tilt his head, it was just like side to side. I was kind of put off by it.
I got it in there. I opened it up and I thought it was going to be fun. And I don't do photography, but I couldn't even get good poses for it to sit on my shelf. So
What about, you remember Event Horizon?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That's good.
Deep dive
That's
into
another
those
one.
movies.
It combines it combines sci-fi and what's on the freaking warp from Warhammer almost. Yes. Heck, you can make Warhammer horror movies with some of the stuff in that universe.
I'm curious to see how this Warhammer series that Henry Cavill is doing.
He loves the franchise. He loves it, so I'm hoping. I think he'll do good with it.
I think if with him as one of the executive producers, it's going to do really well because he's going to keep it true to form.
Yep.
But I would like to see that come out, be successful, and see some other offshoots, people looking at things of that nature. And so I know Warcraft kind of got shit on when they came out with that movie. That one had a lot of possibilities that it could have gone into, but there was so much stuff behind the scenes that was messing with that movie.
Yeah.
It was kind of DOA. But Warhammer, there's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. You can dive very deep into that.
Yeah. But I think that opens up a lot more movies that could follow that Event Horizon recipe.
Yep.
The
Event Horizon's great.
Yeah, the whole idea of interdimensional travel leading you to, it could lead to a Doom movie,
Yeah,
a decent
yeah.
Doom movie.
I just had a
you
decent.
know?
I was about to bring up Doom. I was like, a good
Yeah.
one.
Oh, you didn't like The Rock?
That was
See,
something, right?
I liked Carl Urban's character. I liked his character a lot, but them having him as like the Doom Slayer and showing the face again, it's like showing Master Chief's face. Don't do that, please.
No.
Stop. But I thought I thought that movie had a lot of potential, and then they just kind of, here you go. You know,
Well, I think there's some movies that good.
They skipped out on so many of the good, demons and otherworldly beasties in there, and tried to turn it into like some space horror. Like,
I think the other thing when you have certain actors, for me at least, it takes me out where I'm just like, oh, that's The Rock. Oh, that's Chris Pratt. Oh, that's Paul Rudd. Because I've seen them so much, I can't see them as anyone other than them.
Well, I mean, a lot of those actors, they don't change their acting style. Their acting style goes.
Well, I remember I seen a photo where it was the Rock with a safari jacket on, and he's in a jungle, and there's 4 pictures, and it says these screenshots are from 4 different movies he did.
Yeah.
It's like, yep.
It's all the same pose. Yep.
Yeah. And big budget doesn't want to take the chance of hiring somebody who isn't a draw.
Exactly.
Guaranteed. And that's where you get that circle where you're always going to get the same people, unless a smaller company takes a chance.
Yeah. And it's sad. It's sad that the industry has gotten to that point. But I mean,
it gets watered down.
Future. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hope for the future. Let this lull in horror last maybe a couple more years. These remakes of classic movies, maybe it inspires new people to come out with new shit.
True.
And hopefully we get our next Event Horizon or Killer Clowns from Outer Space, or these movies that we loved as kids, get a good spin put on them.
Yeah.
Not something that
or just something entirely new
on the original.
Good. Yeah.
We're getting a lot of underwater stuff right now, so that's good. That's
sharks are making a resurgence.
Well, not even just the sharks, but like the stuck underneath water. Like that is there. I forgot what the new movie's coming out, but I saw the previews when I went and watched Captain America. That seemed like it would be, something that I would fear the whole time if I'm stuck, half mile underneath the ocean.
Yeah,
that would be the worst.
Was that the diver movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because see, I'm claustrophobic, so that would definitely be a terrifying
right?
movie.
Like that could be
caving, spelunking stuff, anything.
Yeah, there's some good stuff to tap back into there.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have like a ton of stuff with it. Just one thing in there, and that's all you need.
I love a movie about that old urban, movie about the old urban tale where it's like when they were drilling in Russia and they thought they heard like the sounds of hell. I mean, I know that like that story's been proven false or whatever, but like something along those lines, like you're spelunking and maybe you fall and then you realize you're in like some horrible place like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, what was the one in it took place in the catacombs of Paris?
Oh, the catacombs.
As above, so below.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. In those catacombs,
that was done really well. Then there was an Egyptian one where they went through. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one where demons rose up. It was in the Vatican.
It's still Vatican, you mean?
What was the name?
I don't know that one. I'll have to watch it though.
Yeah, I'll look that one up. That one over. Yeah, that one was pretty well done too. Yeah. But again, it was another one that it's another cheesy horror movie. Whatever.
Right.
Move on.
Well, then you had all those like Deep Rising and like Poseidon type stuff, and none of that gets made anymore. Like
Deep Star 6.
Yeah, give me something like that. I don't know. Yeah. It's all stuff that's got to start happening again.
I mean, like I said, everyone's just playing it so safe.
Yeah. Well, there was a director talking about it. 30 years ago, 20 years ago, you could make a movie and it bombs in the box office, but the DVD, the VHS, all that made up for it tenfold. Now that it's streaming, it killed it.
One of the greatest of all time, The Thing.
Yeah.
Didn't do good, but freaking, one of my all-time favorites.
That's the problem. You can't do it anymore because the streaming is going to make it worthless if it doesn't hit. And that's why nobody takes a chance. So us getting the streaming at the fingertips made it so we hurt ourselves in the long run.
Yeah. It diminished creativity, or it discouraged creativity.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to lose money.
No.
That's the problem.
It's let's remake He-Man. It's like let's remake He-Man, let's remake Power Rangers, let's remake whatever the big brand is. Superman remakes if we had now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally just, well, they'll pay. Superman puts a butt in the seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's that's kind of where we're at with the resurgence of the nerd. All the comics, and all the superheroes and things like that. But where's our D&D stuff?
Yeah.
Where's our Warhammer stuff?
That's a good place you just have horror.
Yeah.
Middle Earth type stuff, medieval stuff. There is definitely freaking some horror. I know it's not official D&D, but give me a false Hydra.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yeah. What was it?
When it eats you, the memory of you's gone.
There was a one that just came out not too long, the Headhunter or whatever.
I heard about that. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that was actually really good. And again, the ending was oh shit.
That's the other thing. I want an ending that doesn't spoil it, but it freaking makes me want more.
Yeah. But
I want more psychological horror, like stuff that really sits with you for a while.
Yeah,
because I've been over here for probably the past 20 minutes racking my brain thinking of what do I want to see. And like they've already done a pretty good like remake of Halloween with the 2018 trilogy, even though the Halloween Kills was pretty trash.
It killed something.
But better in the context of seeing like the full trilogy. It made it better. But everyone wants another Freddy, everyone wants another Jason, which I do as well, but like I just want really good psychological horror. Stuff that sits with you and like sticks in your head.
You remember
like
the
Silent
Cell
Hill games.
Yeah. If they could ever make a really good Silent Hill movie.
Which they have not done yet, and I don't think this new one coming up is going to be good either.
No.
No, remember the Cell? Or Identity. Identity was a really good one.
The Cell was with Jennifer Lopez, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I remember that. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, and then Identity was John Cusack and well, it's an old movie. It was a set of a bunch of different personalities inside this serial killer's head. And they were all trying to figure out who was the killer.
Like Split.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And you didn't figure that out until like the very end when they, when all the personalities had killed each other off until there was like one or two.
What was the name of that again?
Identity?
Identity? I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
It was, I was like, damn, okay. Like it's kind of like a Being John Malkovich thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever saw that, except this was, the different personalities fighting each other for control inside of a serial killer's head. And you didn't figure that out until the very end. That all these people, they didn't exist. They were just splits.
It's like Split before Split, but done even more mentally than visually. That sounds good. That sounds really good.
Now, was Split the one with, I'm trying to think of which one that was.
It was part of the Unbreakable series.
Yeah.
Okay, there was one I was thinking of where like there was a conjoined twin that was getting the person to do the killing. But it's on the back of the head.
I know what you're talking about. I know what
Edward Mordred.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah. That was from American Horror Story, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
And,
Remember, what is it, the Cube or whatever?
Yeah.
I like that, and I like the Japanese one that they did a few years ago. I think that one's even better than the originals, and that would be fun because that's something you could keep doing. Have it like the government's taking people like that, throwing it in there, knowing that nobody's ever going to get out. Really.
Well, I think they tried to do that with the whole mystery room or whatever, or escape room.
Escape room. Yep.
Yeah.
That was.
It was watchable.
Yeah. It was a once and done thing though.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies that are like that though.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But all right, gentlemen, I think we have reached our time.
We're going to feature any of the photos from the pages or
shit.
anything?
Never mind, I'm done. You're right. We got stuck on this horror thing, and yeah.
One thing, I don't know how many people are still in the chat, but if someone wants to decide the next theme, it's going to be running from, let me look, I wrote it in my book here while you're bringing that up. February the 19th, which is tomorrow, till March 4th. So if anybody wants to decide a theme for the toy photography stuff or the Devil's Toys, the chat's open. You guys, anybody can think of something. I've got ideas wrote down, but I always try to put it to that person first, out to everyone else.
Right.
All right. So here we go.
The pets one, there were not very many entries for the. There were more entries for the pets than they were for the casual killers.
Let me change up this ticker real quick. If you wish to join these, be sure to tag the Devil's Toys.
Or invite as a collaborator. Either one works. Because I know you do a lot of tags for us, and like I said, that works, and collabs work either.
Here we go. Start off. Here is the home page. Who did this page or picture?
Me, that's what I did of Bartholomew. Yep.
That's awesome.
And then my buddy Max that was in the chat last time, I don't know if he's here tonight, but he made that for me using my mask AI thing I generated.
All right, so this is best of casual killers.
There were definitely more photos, but these were the ones that everyone added. So I tried to give everybody else's, and I only highlighted, I think, one of mine.
I like this one.
Oh,
Alien
those
versus
were my favorite
Predator
ones.
playing Aliens versus Predator. Soundwave, nice.
Yeah, Soundwave's great.
Chilling.
Yep, just hanging out.
Love it.
That's one of my favorites. I freaking love that one.
That's great.
With the baby, yeah, that baby's more of a monster than any I've ever seen.
I did so many of those two together. I did the basketball ones. I was so happy. I spent so long outside with those basketball ones. That new Beetlejuice is worth.
Yeah.
Yep, that Beetlejuice is worth picking up. He is fun.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
I want NECA to notice that so badly.
Bergman cool. Versus the Alien. Valentine's Day.
Peely Duncan.
Let's see. Let's go to tags.
Yeah, let's go to the tags. I know you've got some in there I want to show off.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, we're not going to go over mine. Although this one, I really like how this one came out.
Yes, the freaking Jeff land shark.
That is really cool.
If you want to scroll back to the pets ones too, because I think you tagged one for us for pets as well.
Let's see. Oh, this is a good one too. I like this one.
I was happy. That's my favorite. I did. Freaking Michael kept falling over.
Let's see. The pets. Man, I tag you and everything.
Nosferatu blocking the sun.
Yeah, that was one I did.
I like that.
My favorite I did was the Leatherface with the Fruit Loops and the freaking cereal. It was, I believe, it's a little bit further down. There it is.
No, it is.
The hardest meal choice of his day.
Oh my god.
That Leatherface is amazing figure.
Ooh, he's a good
He's been tagging me a lot. Make sure to give him a shout out to what's the name of the pages? I cannot see
PWA
it.
stories.
I don't see a
PWA
lot of people
stories.
doing wrestling ones, and I'm a
Yeah,
wrestling
and that's
fan, so that's cool.
yeah. He makes some of them the movements so fluid. I've seen some of the photos. Was like this is great.
Let's go check him out. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo.
He has tagged us a bunch.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to follow because
Plastic World Association.
I do not get to see enough wrestling stuff, in my opinion. So
That's why I wanted to have it on here because there is like with the Undertaker, there's a horror aspect there too.
okay, the first one had barbed wire and everything else. Like that's right there.
Damn it. I'll go back and like the other ones. These are really good.
Yeah.
You said there's an Undertaker one?
No, I said I think he's done some. I was gonna say just the whole idea. Like there was the one
V.
Yep, V was one of my favorites.
I like this. The Mario Kart. That's awesome.
I've enjoyed seeing everything he's posted.
You can tell he's having fun. Like that's
Oh, that's really
This
good.
is what he this is what he enjoys doing, and
Yeah.
it's freaking great.
Very cool stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, he tagged. Like I said, he has collabed and tagged a bunch for us.
I'll go back and take a deeper dive into his after the show. All right. Let's peek back here.
Have you been seeing some of the horror stuff that Tommy Cruise has been doing?
What is Instagram page?
I don't
Yeah,
know. Let's
I think
go
it's on
find out.
Instagram.
They bring it up.
He's local to us. He's another photographer, and definitely he did some real cool horror stuff recently. I don't know if it's on his main or what. I guess not.
Some really cool toys.
Yeah, though. Yeah, because he does like whole things like this. He tries doing like a whole scene.
Yeah, this is nice. I freaking love the scene. I love the setup. I love to see all the background details.
He does some
That's
great
what I
stuff.
hate about Instagram. They don't pop anybody up. Like, I've got to chase down my followers and new people just to be able to go and see their new stuff.
Yep, that was one of the things. That's the reason I need to redo the Devil's Toys channel so people can actually send stuff in there. Because I try to share everybody's stuff. I always try to share everybody's stuff in there.
Oh, Pender to the wall. Outstanding.
And that's how he does most of his stuff, is like a full scene.
Very cool.
Yeah, I have to find. I know he has another. I think it's another page that most of his.
Love me some
photography goes on.
Classified series.
Yeah.
That's one of the few lines I still actively collect.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm trying to find horror though.
I know.
Come on.
Does so much different stuff because every time he comes in, he's showing me some photos. I'm like, man, that's good work, brother.
What the hell?
That's the John Cena.
Yeah, the Cena with the chicken leg. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's one of the pet one. All right, and at Instagram, I talked bad about Instagram. Now it doesn't want to work. Imagine that. Doc knock, yes. But these are some of the pet ones, right?
Yep. I believe you had one in here too. Or it's
I
a
tried
tag.
so hard to get my dog runs away from every toy.
Oh, such crap. But yeah. There's mine. Yeah, it's not even going to pull up. You're dumb. Thanks, Instagram. Let's see this. Refresh, maybe. There we go.
Yeah.
It's the Fiona. There we go. Do. Yeah, we gotta push out the Devil's Toys more.
Yep.
Get more
Definitely
people
want to see
jump
it
in
run.
there.
Yep.
Let's see if this one pops up now. No.
There
There
you
it is. Yes. That's awesome.
I had a hard time getting him to hold that piece of chicken.
Is that a Fortnite chicken?
Yep, there's the one that came with the cluck or whatever the freaking
Colonel Cluck or whatever.
yeah, the little Easter chick. There we go.
Yeah.
Fortnite's got
That
some fun
that
exclusives.
photo, I don't know if it'll load, but that freaking photo of Bert and Ernie I did with Bartholomew made me laugh so hard when I did. He sold the freaking caption I did for it, just like
Bert wasn't sure why Ernie was selling his soul for a lunch bowl, but god damn it, he could have at least asked for two. Nice.
freaking love it. Bert's
That's
face.
awesome.
Those two figures are probably going to be in my top 3 this year.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. Come on, Predator.
Yeah, it was one of my customs I did.
Yeah,
Light coming perfectly over.
very
That's good.
cool. All right, so we've got to kind of push your page a little bit more, get some more participation in that. But I've got a Doc Knock collaboration coming up this weekend. I think we're going to be doing it once a month. So be on the lookout for that. If you're in the chat or you're seeing this on the replay and you have a Doc Knock, reach out to me and we will add you to the club. But our first set of photographers have gotten things together, and I've been sitting on a Doc Knock photo for like a month now, waiting for everybody else to get theirs. So that's going to happen. The first one's going to happen this weekend, and we'll see where it goes from there. But now that we've shared, and I almost forgot, thank you for the reminder. What do you guys got? Start off with Nick. Just kidding. Gold member, go ahead.
All right.
So we need the new theme. That I guess we can announce that right at the very end. The only other thing, and this would be Raven if you'd be into it as well. Whenever Necronominous, when everyone really starts getting their Necronominous stuff, we should do Necronominous _ Devils and just have because that way definitely embodies horror and what the Devil's Toys is.
Yeah,
that should be something we should do.
They drop.
The
Their
26th.
street date is February 26th.
So everyone should have them sometime in March. So maybe next time we do a show, we'll like announce that and really get it out there.
Okay.
But I'd want to do something for that wave because everyone's been since 2022. Is it?
Yeah.
It's been a while. We've wanted that for a while.
December of 22.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, December 23. December of 23.
Okay, 23. Yeah. Yeah, we've been waiting a while for this.
Yeah. And then All-Star 6 with the last part of the family, Thoracis. That shouldn't be too much further
behind. Yeah.
After
They
that.
said that was pretty soon.
Yeah, because they all ran at the same time.
Yep.
So Necronominous and then All-Star 6. And I don't have too many skeletons though.
Well, I mean, I don't have like freaking Necrominous and the Terficuli are my first 2 Mythic Legions.
Yeah, no, I've got the entire Necrominous family once they all come in. So
yeah, so I've got that freaking table that came with Skeletor. It looks like a freaking altar. I want to just have freaking Necrominous like stabbing something like a sacrifice type thing. And like I said, I'm gonna try to make mine 4 arms because I got some extra arms. I want to do like the freaking multi-armed god thing. So I want to have him like that.
Yeah, the Necrominus, the Congregation of Necrominus is the only full mythic faction that I have.
Hmm.
If it's skeleton or dead, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm collecting it.
Those undead
think-
army builders, I want one of those so bad because I've seen people combine them with cosmic to make like an undead space
Yes.
ghoul. Oh, what kind of team?
I've got 3 bodies waiting for dead parts. So I've got.
We need to do something special for that.
Yeah. So okay, Necronominus collab next month once everybody starts getting theirs in.
Yep.
Um,
We just need a theme. If anybody's got a theme, or if anybody in the chat suggested anything
okay.
for the next 2 weeks.
I'll get back to you on that. We'll see what the chat or anybody in the comment section comes up with, and then we'll run with that.
All right.
Again, everybody check out At the Devil's Toys. Remember to collaborate and tag them in all your horror or psychotic photos. Lights, what do you got?
As always, you can follow me at lights.camera.actionfigures, as well as amp__toys with a Z. Our current collab is like damaged or vintage film look. So anything that looks like an old film stock or just really old photo, tag the page or just message me and get into the group and learn some new camera and editing techniques. That's all what Amp Toys is all about. Helping people grow as photographers.
I will re-edit one tonight and send it to you.
Awesome. Oh, as well as in the future being able to be featured in a magazine. So
yes.
Yeah.
Nick, what you got?
Well, you know us, we always got something crazy happening. Of course, this weekend is Retrorama, so if anybody wants to come out, see us, we're going to be bringing a bunch of dope stuff like always. That's Retrorama Collectible Show at the Ramada in Jacksonville. We have a couple other events happening, of course, this year. We sell toys. We love to support the community. Anything we can, we're about supporting. You know, I want to definitely set up some giveaways for both of the streams and stuff and get that going. And, you know, really, remind me next time to just reach right because I could have figured out what movie or what game it was. I had it sitting right next to me.
There it is.
And you said you definitely give tips. I definitely would like to learn more because I do want to get more into photography. Don't have as much time as I would like because running a business kind of kills you on time. But I do enjoy it. And Plastic Surgeon Customs, he's my customizer. You've met him. He does amazing work. I got to get him an Instagram. Got to get him set up. And seriously, I would love for you guys to get to see some of his work because you've seen some of it. He's going to be doing a Transformer and another horror piece. He did my my Leatherface. My Leatherface is off the chain because of what he did. And I'd like to get some shots out to you guys for that. So definitely Saturday Morning Toys. That's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatnot, everywhere. Saturday Morning Toys, anywhere. And go watch our TikTok and laugh at it because I don't know why that one's the one getting traction.
All right. Again, go check out those other shows. They are amazing. They also do features and have you know, really great content. Latin Legions, Pick Bar, Lazy Boys, Worthy Addiction, Geeked Out Click, Behind the Plastic, World Makers Consortium, Highly Posable, Skeleton's Tomb. Did I say Latin Legions already?
Not sure.
No.
But it doesn't hurt to say it
Go
again.
check them out on Sundays too. And then there's some Ravens Cross Sand show on Mondays. I guess you guys could check out. And then help me out, Lights. What's on Wednesday with Cobra Dad?
Weekly Habit Unlimited.
A Weekly Habit Unlimited. Why can I never remember that name?
I have yet to figure that out, but I'm sure it'll come to me.
A Weekly Habit. Weekly Habit. This week, tomorrow, they're having Latin Legions on because it's Tony Tony Toy Open Box's birthday this weekend, and they're doing a special with him.
Hey, Raven.
Yes.
You have a weekly habit of forgetting the weekly habit.
Yes, I do. I can, that is the only show because I always want to say what I mention it with a worthy addiction, and it throws me off for some reason. I have no idea why.
Addiction
But yes,
and
weekly habit unlimited. Weekly habit unlimited with Cobra Dad on Wednesdays. Other than that, go check out the people we featured. Go check out SGNL Magazine. Go check out their IG page, their web page. Like I said, hopefully next month we'll have them on. They explain it a little bit better, a little bit more, and really give you the vision of what they're doing. Check out Saturday Morning Toys. Check out my co-host, Gold Member, Lights Camera Action Figures, and yeah. And that we'll see you guys next month. And if you got anything you want to see on the show, horror related and whatnot, reach out to us, let us know. And with that, if you like what you see, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And we will see you next month. I was going to say next week. Good Lord. Next month. Bye, everybody.